are forever.
Hello, I'm Melissa, and today we are shipping about 90 items, which means we are wrapping most of those items. So let's get into it and power on the computer. About 2 days ago, my husband and I opened an Indo trading box. It was actually 2 boxes, and we sold straight from the video. We had over 50 messages yesterday waiting for us. So we carefully went one by one, and this book is full of all of the orders. So as my printer starts up, I'll show you what I have. I have many different tissue papers, some satin ribbons, and some teal raffia. A whole bunch of hair ties I made this morning. My business cards. Some fun Dollar Tree thank you cards. And then I picked these up the other day. I don't know why. They are from Lowe's, and they even have a little hole through them, and I thought the paint swatches would be adorable to just write thank you on. I also still have a mermaid mask, the letter Y, if anybody's name starts with a Y. I have 2 different styles of the letter F. And then I have a Q and a Y pin from Hobby Lobby. These were all, I think, 5 cents, 3 cents. This one was 5 cents. And I can take this ribbon and add it to my ribbon pile. Put everybody back in, because the chances of us coming across somebody with an F or a Y or a Q are probably quite low. Bubble wrap, poly mailers, padded mailers, we have it all. Okay, are we ready? I even have a local newspaper in case we need to add like bubble wrap type things, but newspaper form. This is going to be a little overwhelming. Okay, how do we do this? I'm going to open up PayPal and try to go in order, I think. You know what I should do first? Let's log into Mercari. How are we spelling Mercari? Mercari. And let's get the 40 pieces that sold in a lot wrapped up. So I have an action required, and that is to print out my label. So somebody purchased from the last box a whole bunch of items I didn't think I could really sell and make a ton of money for, so I lotted them all up. There's 40 pieces for $100. I make $90 from that, and as long as the clothing is under 40 pounds, I just have to print the label and stick it to the package. It's pretty amazing how easy Mercari is. So everything on the table needs to be in plastic bags. So for the next a gajillion years, I'm going to start putting things in plastic bags. You won't actually see what's inside of this Ikea bag, so I wanted to tell you. Before wrapping this entire package, I put as many items as I could fit into a zippered plastic bag. So probably 2 to 3 items per little zippered plastic bag. And then inside this Ikea bag were multiple plastic bags. So even if this Ikea bag were to sit in somebody's pond, everything inside the plastic bags inside would be perfectly fine.
And FedEx thought this was a great solution. They could pick it up easily. The Ikea bag is known for not tearing. 10 out of 10 would recommend this shipping solution.
It's a 40-piece lot of the first Indo trading box. These are all the t-shirts, tank top, little lightweight pieces. I didn't feel it was worth my time nor energy. And so I put it on Mercari and accepted an offer. Can I tell you what the offer was? I will tell you in a second. And they send you the label, and it is FedEx. So all I have to do now is drop this off at FedEx, and when I say me, I mean my husband. He dropped one off at FedEx the other day. That was the men's lot. Okay. We are going to set that down. So Shannon purchased 5 items. The first was this embroidered Caslon top. The second was a girls Tucker and Tate, kind of coral orange top with some straps. The third was the pair of alternative sweatpants with the color block. The fourth was something navy, and it is a very soft sweater knit dress. And the fifth and last piece, Shannon was the first person to inquire about this, so of course she got it, and I could have sold this a gajillion times over. This was the Caslon. I called it Free People-esque top. So she paid $70 for that plus shipping. So I'm going to put everything in a plastic bag, and then I will show you how I wrap and ship Shannon's package. Okay, so I have everything in plastic bags. It's a very pretty color story here. Very tan and coral. And let's go ahead and ship. So I have PayPal open and I have Pirate Ship open. Shannon lives in Washington, so there's a really good chance Pirate Ship is going to have the cheaper cost. Let's get some fun tissue paper. And we will do a teal satin ribbon. I am thrilled that so many items sold so quickly. And I know my prices, a lot of people were saying were too low. I don't think so. I think they were the right price for what I was trying to do. Remember that I am trying to build a YouTube channel, so these unboxing videos do fairly well and can surpass my profit on the actual box, as well as show people what these packages are about. Some of my items were not so thrilling, and some of them were pretty good. I'm going to use this brown and blue polka dot grosgrain ribbon. I'll only be able to get it around the package one time, but it matches perfectly. See the brown in there? So nice. Okay, and the last one going to use the trim my mom sent me, which is kind of a vine, a green vine. It's very pretty. Okay, so let's put all of the ribbon aside. Sign into pirate ship, and let's see what's going to be cheapest. So this is 3 pounds, 3.9 ounces. So because it's over a pound, I round up to the nearest pound. So we are looking at 4 pounds. I could put 3 pounds, 4 ounces, but anything between 1 and 2 ships at 2. Anything between 2 and 3 ships at 3. We are between 3 and 4, ships at 4. So the package dimensions I'm going to put are 12 by 12 by 6, as long as they're pretty standard item. PayPal is not going to bump me up. Okay, 4 pounds. This is just in any box, any poly mailer through PayPal. $17.61, and here's why we use Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a free website. I've logged in and I use Dashlane. It's a free service as well. Dashlane remembers all of my passwords. I love it. My mom also uses it and loves it, so that'll really tell you. My mom's got discerning taste. Create a single label. So Pirate Ship allows me to link my credit card or debit card one time, and then it's so easy. So I just copy and paste the person's name and address. I'm sure there's a way to input it into some kind of fancy Excel thing. I use pen and paper. So Washington, we are good. We're going to put it in a poly mailer. The length and the width stay the same. 4 pounds. Let's get our rate. And again, we're comparing priority to priority. It's not like Pirate Ship is going to put this on a camel and put it across the country. So it is $8.92. Priority, 4 pounds, 4 pounds. It saves me so much money. This is not a commercial for Pirate Ship, but if you aren't using it, especially for these bigger or bulkier or weightier, is that a word? Items, works great. I'm going to use a very plain poly mailer because it is the biggest, and I think this is 19 by 24. And I want to put some package toppers on this. We have a paint tag. I'm going to put this on this one. And just loop that right through the ribbon. And no, I'm not, it broke. So I'm going to use a paint tag since I have them, and it'll slide right through the ribbon. Also, earlier today, before I fell asleep, I made a bunch of hair ties. So let's go ahead and include a couple. Since she purchased so many things, I'm just gonna put them on my business card, and we are good to go. Okay, so I'm going to purchase the label through Pirate Ship. And because all of this is clothing, it won't get broken. And print label Tonight I am using my laser printer because I don't know how to link Pirate Ship to my Dymo 450. I'm sure there's a way. I'm not figuring it out at 10 o'clock at night, let's just be honest. Are we on? We are on. So I am printing on some sticker paper. That way I can just take that off. We are good to go. Thanks, Shannon. We'll save the sticker paper for another label another day. I want to schedule a pickup for my mail carrier before I forget to do that. He always likes to know if I have one package or 40 packages. So front door, thank you, John. John is his name. And it is free anytime during my normal mail service. So I'm gonna put, I have 30 packages. I don't think I'm gonna get to too many more past that tonight or tomorrow morning, if I'm honest. I'm gonna say they weigh 40 pounds and schedule a pickup. So now that I've printed through Pirate Ship, I'm going to go back over to my other screen and I'm going to add a tracking number, which is super easy to do. All I have to go into is the original invoice and add tracking number. And that way Shannon will receive the number, PayPal receives that it is shipped, and it will show that it is delivered. Let's see who's next. And while our computer is doing that, I don't want to show too much information, but I have handwritten details on everybody of what they received. The bill was sent, check, she paid, check, and I shipped it, check. So that one is done. Next, I'm gonna keep going and not necessarily in order because I sent invoices and people might have paid out of order. So I'm looking for Erin. Here we go. Erin purchased a velour dress, the AG black skinny jeans, the Topshop solid gray sweater, and one of the kimonos. So I'm going to pull that and I will be back. Okay, so here is Erin's order. She purchased the cropped Topshop gray sweater, this long Coachella vest that was from Rafi. It almost has, you could do a patriotic look with it. Almost. The AG Prima cigarette jeans in a size 28. I want to make sure that's correct. And she purchased, this is stunning. I can't believe the retail on this was not much higher. Free press. It is a black velour, a little bit of a pleat. I think you'll be able to see that. So she purchased these 4 items for $50 plus ship. So let me put them all in plastic and I'll be back. Okay, so I wrapped up the jeans and the dress together. Well, might as well leave that on. And the Topshop sweater and the vest. This comes out to almost 3 pounds. So let's throw some packaging on top of this. Just for convenience, I'm gonna do that. and they're at 2 pounds, 15 ounces. So I think we'll be good. We'll calculate 3 pounds and then weigh again right before we ship. So PayPal for 3 pounds from me in Florida to Erin in, oh, I've been to her city in Nevada. Okay, so 3 pounds, priority mail, just in a regular poly or box. Well, definitely a poly because a box would add weight. It's $15.28. PayPal, get with the program. Okay, let's go back over to Pirate Ship. And let's put in her name, address. You can also put in the email address so they would directly email her, but I find it's almost better to do it that way with PayPal and just upload the tracking number. That way, if she ever files a PayPal claim, they'll have all of the information right there. There we go. It caught the address and it told me where it was. So we are going to put this in a poly mailer that's 12 by 18. Again, it doesn't matter unless it's super huge. And 3 pounds. And let's see what Pirate Ship puts in. Pirate Ship came up with, come on Pirate Ship, you can do it. You can do it. 10 o'clock at night, we're trying. Okay, so PayPal came up with $15.28 and Pirate Ship came up with $11.39. So as long as I keep this under 3 pounds, we are good to go. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. I always like to make the disclaimer that you absolutely, where did my scissor go? You absolutely never have to wrap your packages like this. I love to do this. Somebody left a very long, very hurtful message on one of my videos the other day, which I deleted. Basically, they gave me, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 different ways to improve what I was doing. But they didn't realize that, number one, I have some health issues. They don't stop me as much as they used to, thankfully. But I'm not able to just go out and shop for 12, 15 hours like I used to do. I used to drive from Pittsburgh to Lancaster and then back, and I used to shop all day from 9 to 9, and by the time I get home it was like 1, 2 a.m. It was thrilling. I loved it, but probably couldn't do that without, I couldn't do that. Let's just face it. They also said that my using tissue paper and ribbon was vastly unnecessary, which is very true, and I agree. It is unnecessary, but it's my favorite part. So I love to do it. We're doing this. Let's do, they purchased gray, black, black, red. Let's put a red, what are we calling these? Hair tie. This one's a little bit bigger. Let's do a navy. Love those. And that way it'll match the vest. Big poly mailer. Tonight is the night of big poly mailers. Give this one final weigh. 2 pounds, 15.8 ounces. So with the shipping label, it will still just be under that 3 pound mark, which is what we wanted. So purchase postage through Pirate Ship. And I can go ahead and mark this as shipped. And Aaron and everybody else did pay for postage. I'm just saying what I got for the pieces. I thought that might be easier. I'm not sure what I thought. There we go. And I'm copying and printing. I don't know how Pirate Ship is making money because it's a free program that works so well, but I don't ask questions. We're just going with it. Print. And I'm going to add the tracking information to PayPal, paste, and submit. Sticker paper. Also, the person had mentioned that I put my labels on like a drunk person. They said you really should make them a lot straighter. Thank you, Erin. I hope you enjoy your very straight label. Next person. Again, I'm just going out of order for whoever I click. Next is Katie. So let's find Katie. Katie purchased a bunch of stuff. Oh, and some of my favorite things. So I'm going to pull those. I have 2 Ikea bags full of stuff that my husband just pulled as things were shipping, as things were selling. Okay, here is what Katie ordered. She ordered the Black Orchid jeans. And she paid $95 for all of this. She purchased the 6 petite gray career pants. Let's do the button. And these I was only asking $8. So I did lose a couple dollars on these, but I made money on other things. The Aqua sweats, I did try those on. If they would have been a little bigger or almost a little less soft, I think. I loved this blouse. I think I've been pronouncing this Babo, and I think it's supposed to be Bobo, somebody said. I could get lost in those wildflowers. So pretty, so different. I included this for free because she wanted it, and then as I was pulling it, I realized there's like a, I'm gonna say dust mark on the back. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. There's definitely a mark on it though. So I figured as long as she paid for shipping, we were good to go. And I sold both of these. If this was been my size, well, I could say that about everything, honestly. I did keep 1 pair of jeans. I only have a pair of overalls. Maybe I can insert that footage here. But I wear my overalls all the time. They are so comfortable. And Kathy, one of my subscribers, sent those to me and sent a palm tree shirt, which has, it's got a bit of a thing happening now, so I just cut it off and I wear it to bed, and it reminds me of her in the most non-creepy of ways. So let's put these in some plastic bags. I will be looking at plastic bag alternatives, but I probably still have a few thousand of these. For the people people who don't ship in plastic bags, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel badly. I never want to make anybody feel badly with how they ship. Again, I really enjoy this. I realize it's unnecessary, but it makes me happy. If you were like, Mellissa, would you rather go on a cruise or would you rather wrap things with fun tissue paper? You think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'd rather wrap things with tissue paper. Plus, the only cruise Bear and I ever went on, I took Dramamine because I get really motion sick. I get sometimes in the car and any kind of elevator ride. I get dizzy, and it doesn't get to the point where I faint, but you know, you have that whole blood pressure drop thing. We took Dramamine and Bear started to feel a little sick, so he took Dramamine and we slept through most of the cruise. We are not cruise people. One of my subscribers sent me a giant box of ribbon, which I'm still using and loving. Trying to mix it up with the tissue papers too. So Bear and I are going to start the deep clean. We have a guest coming next week, and if you know anything about Bear, he is very organized and very clean, and my life is made vastly better and so much more joyful because of him. I look forward to seeing him every day. I'm sure children, we don't have children, so I'm sure children would feel similar. Maybe you look forward to seeing them every day. He's such a joy. Okay. This weighs over 4 pounds, so it's 4.1 pound. I'm going to put in, you know what? Kitty is going to get my very last mermaid sheet mask. That's what that's called. And a coral color, salmon color ribbon. And that should match that Babu top. Okay? So let's see what, we all know pirate ship's gonna be cheaper, but let's try. Let's see. So it's gonna ship at the 5 pound rate. So 12 by 12 by 6, let's do 5 pound rate, 12 by 12 by 6. PayPal says $9. That's cracking me up. How is that? She lives in Georgia. Oh, she lives closer. Okay, Katie. Let's see. Because she lives so close, I'm guessing that pirate ship probably will be similar. But she's only one state up. Nope, that's the state. Georgia is a state. There we go. And Katie's name. Her unit number. Okay, so I'm going to put it in a poly mailer. It's going to be 12 by 12. The weight is 5 pounds. Bear went to work today and then he decided to make a table, which he did, and it looks incredible. Oh, so they are cheaper. Pirate Ship is $7.91. Still a lot cheaper. Okay, let's go ahead and buy the label through Pirate Ship. Will this fit? No, it will not. So I'm gonna have to go get more of these big mailers. I didn't realize how many of these we would use. Okay, and copy and print. So we have a guest coming next week. What is today? Friday night. So 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5 days, and I'm very excited. So I was mentioning we keep the house very clean. We vacuum all the time. Bear vacuums all the time. But this allows us the chance to really like take down curtains and wash our curtains and really deep clean, which we're pretty excited. Okay, add tracking and print label. Did I already print the label? That's not you. That's also not you. Here we go. And print and add the tracking number to PayPal. I already scribbled it out. I am top on things. I am on top of things. Top. I think that's what it is. Thank you, Katie. Okay, I'm going to pull the next order, change my battery, and I will be back. The next person. Let's see who I randomly pick out. I did Aaron. Trying to get the bigger numbers first. Let's do Let Them Eat Cake. I recognize Let Them Eat Cake. So the very first thing to sell was the Eileen Fisher Coral Organic Linen Cotton Slub Signature Sweater. This was originally $188. Nordstrom had it for $75. Nobody purchased it, so it wound up in my box. And I sold it for $40 plus shipping. I know this person quite well, and I'm so thrilled she got it. I did have multiple inquiries about this top. I had multiple inquiries about quite a few items. So let's get this all fancy and folded. Make sure everything is perfect. I don't think this has one little anything, any lint, any pilling. It's incredible. So we are going to start taking down the guest bins. We have 4 bright blue teal bins in our attic. This condo has a really good sized attic, and my husband put down some wood so we can set some things up there. We keep our guest bins up there. So that will be its own video of how we flip the master bedroom to our guest retreat, which we love doing. Okay, let's put this in plastic. And it's always fun to see what's up there because it's also very beachy and aqua. Can you imagine? And the password has a fun thing. It's just like fun things that I wouldn't put around the house normally because they're dust collectors. But when a guest comes, who cares? Let's put this in some tissue. And this has purple. Let's use some purple ribbon. So after this, I probably won't list anything on eBay. Not that I did list anything on eBay this month until the guest has left. And I'm so bummed they have drained our pool and they're retiling it and resurfacing it and really going at it. And I don't think it's gonna be ready in time for the guest. But that's okay, the beach is still right down the road. Okay, so she will receive a business card and one of those little things. And let's do a cheetah print card. This doesn't say anything weird inside. Nope, it's blank. There we go. Let's give this away. I think this will be first class mail. 14, so once we get the poly mailer, and I ordered these poly mailers a gajillion years ago. I ordered 1,000 for $35. They're now up to $39.95 shipped. But I paid about 3.5 cents each, which is a really good price for poly mailers. And I think this is the first one I've used. Okay, so let's give this a second weigh now that we know it can go first class now. 14.5 ounces. So because this is under a pound, and for those of you who don't live here in the United States, a pound is 16 ounces. So anything 16 ounces and under, or really under 16 ounces. If it's 16 ounces, it should be shipped priority. So 15.999 goes under and it ships first class mail, which is usually cheaper. So this is 15 ounces. Let's put it in and see what PayPal has to say about 15 ounces. So she paid $40 plus $5 for shipping. PayPal says $5.53. I don't think it's going to be worth it to check, but I might as well with Pirate Ship. I didn't think that last one was going to be such a significant difference, so we'll see. Okay, so let's get the unit. Love that name, Let Them Eat Cake. Oh, and down below I'm gonna have a link for some vloggers who I love, and if you would also take a chance and watch one of their videos, I'm sure they'd greatly appreciate it. Also, if you have any kind of Mercari link, Posh store, eBay link, feel free to put it in the comments below. That's any video, anytime. Okay, so 15 ounces. Let's see what Pirate Ship says. The battle of the shipping companies. These bags weren't my normal like aqua fish bags, but they're really fun. And again, if you buy 1,000, they're under 4 cents. Okay, so Pirate Ship also says $5.53. So I am going to purchase this through PayPal, as it's the same exact price either way, and PayPal, the shipping will automatically be uploaded. I don't have to copy and paste, which is really no big deal, but for the extra few seconds of work. Thank you so much. Such a little package. Okay, next, let's just go to the next one in line. This is Angela. So I just sent her the bill. She wants the off-the-shoulder striped top, the black hiatus top with the asymmetrical buttons, and the J brand crops. Okay, so here is the Joe Fresh. It does have tank straps you could easily tuck in or cut off. Has that kind of summery chambray kind of material. Love, love. The J brand jeans, these were crops, and the hiatus top, which I called a crepey. It's definitely not a knit, it's a woven. And it has a peplum, it's very cute. Okay, so she paid $45 for these 3 pieces. I think I should be able to get them in one plastic bag. And where does she live? She lives in Ohio. I ran into somebody today I ran into them. I ran into somebody today that lives in Ohio. She purchased the table and chairs. Maybe that was yesterday. I don't remember. But she also loved beachy stuff, and she sent me a picture of the table and chairs set up in her house, and it was so fun. Okay. Also, the person with a gajillion questions for me and ways I could do things better wanted to let me know that I should be selling on the long haul. Long tail, I think they said. That's what I used to do. That's what my mom does, and she does phenomenally well. If you are looking for somebody to look up to, my mom is the person, not me. She unfortunately doesn't have a YouTube channel because she is an insane person who does everything by herself and is still making a killing on eBay, I think. Okay, so let's put a hot pink. Will this match anything? Let's do hot pink and lime green. That way she can choose. We'll put it like that. And this might fit, might. I think I'm gonna try it in a flat rate. Should have, well, we'll see. I think this is gonna do it. Okay, so the tip I always have, I'm sure I stole it from somebody, to make a little slit on the bottom of this padded mailer. That way as you slide something in, air can escape. And hopefully it'll go a little quicker. There we go. Okay. Oh, easy peasy. So I will print off I have these labels. We use a sticker to cover where I made the puncture. And then because this doesn't look the best, we're gonna just cover that up. It absolutely did close. It got a little funky. Okay. So I don't have to weigh this. This is going to be $7.55. On pirate ship, it would be $7.33, but the 22 cents for me isn't worth doing all of the things. So calculate. And let's cross out Angela. Pay. What was I putting? I was putting label shipped. I was just putting shipped. And print. And I think this is going to be my last label of the night, even though I'm still feeling pretty well. I have like 20 more labels to go. So I'm going to work on this tomorrow morning. So if you see me in a different shirt, let's just be honest, I'll probably be wearing the same shirt. Thank you so much, Angela. Put that there. Okay, so that's how that's gonna sit. And that way my husband doesn't have to be quiet anymore. I felt bad asking him to just kind of hang out in his room. We can spend some time together, and I can keep going tomorrow because none of these were through eBay. So I didn't have to ship within 24 hours, and everybody has been just the nicest, the nicest. I will fancy up my packages with some washi tape, which you'll probably see tomorrow morning anyway. So I will talk to you then. Bye. Happy Saturday. It is actually just past noon. It's not Saturday morning at all. But I'm doing well. It is amazingly bright and sunny. Our pool is still being refinished and they're a few days behind. So we shall see if it's able to be finished before we have a guest this coming week, but I'm guessing not. It is 78 degrees. It's supposed to be gorgeous all week. 80 degrees, 77, 79, 82, bright sunshine. Love, love, love. So let's pull the table a little closer and we will wrap. Happy Saturday morning. Today we are continuing to ship and it is gorgeous outside. The blue of the sky is just lovely. It's very close to the blue of our wall, but clearer and brighter, and it's 78 degrees. People are still finishing our pool tiling. If you didn't know, our heated pool, when I say our, I mean the small community in which we live, has been drained. They redid the entire fence and the surfacing of the top of the walk around part a couple of weeks ago, and then they drained the pool and they're completely retiling the inside of the pool. So I'm sure a lot of people would be in the pool, except there's no water in the pool. But the first item that I'm packaging is for Mara, not sure how to pronounce it. It is the Free People, We the Free top. I love this top. I am looking to purchase this top in an aqua color in my size. Okay. So let's get a plastic bag. Let's hit ship. Jason came over, our 7-year-old neighbor came over this morning for a little bit, but Bear is still sleeping as he has off today. Do some teal ribbon. Perfect. And let's do a teal. Oh well, she got burgundy. I don't think I have burgundy. I have black though. Maybe that'll match better. Let's do black. do, what color matches this best? I'm just gonna go with turquoise. Okay, we'll go with the turquoise business card. This might be able to be sent first class mail, which would mean it's under £1. It is under £1. 14.6 ounces, which is first class mail, anything under 16. So I round up to 15 ounces. So it's $5.12 first class mail. Have to turn on my printer. Thank you so much, Mara. So here is what Marie purchased. She purchased the Free People top with the holes. It is very oversized. And the holes, I thought maybe were supposed to be in that because sometimes that's the look, because they were so well placed, I thought. But no, this item was defective, but somebody could absolutely still wear it. And I kind of like it better with the holes. Okay, so that, she purchased the pink crop top lace trimmed Topshop shirt. She purchased the smocked tube top from Abound. The Sam Edelman bodysuit. Get this all untwisted. There we go. And the most popular item by far was the Vince Camuto 2X sweater. I probably had 15-20 messages about this, and I'm so sorry everybody else missed out, but Marie was first. She was messaging as she watched, so I wound up having a few messages from Marie that I was able to put together, which I thought was really smart of her. Trying to determine how to correctly fold this. What do we think about that? Is that good? I think that's good. So she paid $48. I'm going to put some of this, all of this in plastic. I just got off the phone with my mom, and she is also very excited about her recent trip, her upcoming trip. The people are almost here that are coming to pick up the vintage bar stools we found alongside the road the other day. My husband and I were on the way to his dentist. He had oral surgery, so they were just checking the bone grafting. He's got another checkup in 2 weeks. They can't really do anything till everything settles down and heals. And she is driving 3 hours one way for the bar stools, and we got $75 for them, and I just found them on the side of the road. If they were a block away, we were passing, that's what I do now. I just look down random blocks and I'm like, oh, go back. And I filmed it, and I sold them the same night. She sent my money through PayPal, and she's 8 minutes away now. She has the exact 1960s bar that they match. What are the chances? So I put them outside. Bear put them outside. Which is why we had our little neighbor friend come over and visit me this morning when I was outside. I think I'm I'm also gonna give them a magic eraser. They clean up really nicely with the magic eraser. I gave the person yesterday, day before yesterday, who picked up the table and chairs magic eraser. She had never heard of a magic eraser. How are you living your life without that? I think they're just the best. Okay, so Marie lives in California, so I'm guessing pirate ship is going to be the cheapest. We are at 2.9 pounds, 2 pounds 9 ounces, not the same. So let's log into pirate ship. Since she's just a few minutes away, I'm gonna shut off the camera and I will be back. I just had the people pick up the bar stools. I can't believe they drove so far, but she loved them. She has the exact matching bar table from the 1960s. She was absolutely thrilled. So that was thrilling for us. I mean, for 5 minutes work, Bear threw them in the back. We were so close that he just dropped them back off at home. I listed them, and within a couple hours, I had the money in PayPal. She picked them up. And they were lovely. Oh my goodness. Lovely humans. Okay, so we are between 2 and 3 pounds, so anything over 16 ounces goes priority mail. I round up to 3 because anything between 2.001 or whatever your scale says, anything over 2 pounds ships at the 3 pound. So on PayPal, it is $15.28. We are not having any of that, however. Pirate Ship says it is $8.92. So that's the one we're gonna go with, of course. Let's get some ribbon. I have to mark this as sold too because I had 2 other people interested. Nope. My light on. We will mark to Marie as shipped. Did I say that was $48? I think I did. Oh. Okay, so I have the same plain large poly mailer and print. And now because we have to copy the shipping label over to PayPal, Pirate Ship just has a 1 copy to clipboard. Love that. Add tracking to PayPal and USPS. Thank you, Marie. system. We are going to go in order. We're doing it. We're going in order. And Brandy purchased the second pair of embroidered pants. I believe I have an email from Brandy. So let's check our emails. Did I? Yeah, we can get rid of that one. Yes. Okay. Let's put these in a plastic bag. I'm sure somebody will tell me the better way of what I was doing, that I didn't have to hand write everything down. But I quickly realized, as dozens and dozens of emails were coming through, that I needed a system that was going to be on paper. So these are over a pound, so they are going to go priority mail.
Is the camera rolling?
Yeah.
You're gonna think this is for the camera, but it's not. I do these things. And then I was like, how's that for a cameo?
You and Jason are gonna hang today?
Yeah, but first I'm gonna fix that wood.
The next purchase was from Classic Finds, and they purchased 2 items, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those. The first item that sold was the Good Luck Gem Black and White button down. I had maybe 4 of these, and I think 2 or 3 of them sold. And the second item is a Joe Fresh tank top, cotton tank top. I had 2 of these, I sold 2 of these. So these sold for $11 plus shipping. And some teal ribbon. I guess this is first class mail, so let's give it away. It absolutely is. .4 ounces, so we round up to 13 ounces. And from me in Florida to Classic Finds in New Jersey, we will see what it is. If you hear a little bit of noise in the background, it's my husband trying desperately to be quiet. The next 2 items sold to Christine in Rhode Island, and they are the Joe Fresh tank top and the Halogen blush sweater. This was the second tank top like this to sell. And Christine, I am so excited you purchased this. You are a kindred spirit, and I have very much enjoyed our messages. So let's put those in a plastic bag for Christine. Tail ribbon is never ending. And let's give her almost goes. Pink, maybe pink. Pink and a yellow. Let's do that. And these will fit in a padded flat rate mailer. So anything I fit in this on eBay is $7.33. PayPal charges $7.55. I'm going to put some of the half labels back in so I can print on the other side. And flat rate means I don't have to mail it. Let's go ahead and ship this to Christine in Rhode Island. Padded flat rate envelope, calculate, and it should be $7.55. So let's see if I'm right. $7.55. Print. Doing okay? Yes. You're fine. Thank you, Christine. Okay, let's go back to PayPal. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have at least 15 more orders to ship. The next item is one item, and it is headed to Pansy. It is the BP pink bodysuit. This was $4 plus shipping. Pansy lives in Idaho. Some of my very favorite people live out west. And Pansy lives in Idaho. I have never been to Idaho. I've been to 39 states. Bear has been to more. But I used to want to visit all 50 states, which I'm sure is a very popular thing to do. I just don't see that happening, and I'm trying to be realistic with myself. Bear and I drove about an hour and a half away last month to visit a relative, and the next day I was just so sick. So that might not be in my near future, but I am doing excellent compared to where I was just a few years ago, so you never know. All wrapped up. Every single package gets wrapped. This is a very lightweight item, so it'll be going first class mail. And the weight is 5.8, so we round up to 6. So let's see what PayPal says about 6 ounces from me to Idaho. $3.63 and pay. Thank you, Pansy. Also, I hope you won't mind that your label is not perfectly perpendicular. I am not drunk. And now both sides have been used, so this is just a piece of paper with plastic. Unfortunately, it's not able to be used as scrap paper, so it'll have to be tossed. The next item to be shipped, oh, it's 2 items. Okay, these are headed to Debbie, and Bear and Jason are outside cutting up boxes and building a table. My cheeks hurt from smiling. Print shipping label, here we go. Debbie purchased, that was so weird. Debbie purchased 2 pairs of Good Luck jump pants. One in black and one in like a fun orangey coral, which were outside her normal clothing wheelhouse, but I'm really excited. I hope she likes them. So here are the coral ones. They might come off bright orange. They're definitely not. They're more of a coral color. And I think these were flax cotton. And the other pair are by the same maker, and they are a cotton spandex. And I had 2 pairs of black Good Luck, got a little fuzz, gem pants in this size. And one had a paper bag waist and this one did not. So I did sell the ones with the paper bag waist. Where are my lint rollers? Debbie was also lovely to talk to. I'm sorry about the background noise. It's what happens when you have a husband who's feeling really good and wants to build a table. We needed a table for the side of our couch. Now that our couch is much larger, we forgot to anticipate that, and we thought our current tables would work, but they did not. So he is currently building one. I'm just going to be smiling a lot. Bear gets a kick out of our neighbor, and he's just the cutest. So these will be shipped priority mail because of the weight. And Debbie is in California. I think I'm going to fold these a little differently because now I know they have to be slipped in a padded poly, padded flat rate, padded something. So I'm going to fold them a little thinner. And that way we will have, hopefully, no problem sliding them into, my goodness, these pants are a little fuzzy. Okay. And we're gonna stick with the teal ribbon. I cannot believe how long this roll is, 30 yards. Our chaise from Ikea to complete our couch, which we've been looking for a long time locally. We were finding them, but they were about an hour and a half away. That's a long trip. So we did purchase it eventually from Ikea. I have very, very short and very long hair ties. So it was delivered in a giant box. I mean, Bear could have easily fit in this box. And so they're breaking that up in the backyard. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and choose padded flat rate mailer. And calculate. And it should be $7.55. Let's cross Debbie out. This whole page is done. One page. Thank you, Debbie. Let's see who's next. Oh, that was the first page. Okay, those were the first set of people who had asked for things. Let's look for Autumn. Here we go. Autumn purchased 3 items, 2 pairs of pants, and the BCBG sweater. And the BCBG sweater was probably the second most popular item, but Autumn got it first. First, we have the second pair of Good Luck gem pants. These were a polyester, and they had really nice fall to them. Solid black. Fold these up. The second pair of pants were the beige Good Luck gem pants. I called these boring beige. Amber still wanted them. I think these are the same, I don't know if they're the same style because they don't have the paper bag waist, I don't think, but the same material, I think. Sounds like we have some boys sanding in the background. Okay, and the BCBG sweater. This was BCBG Generation, retailed for $138, sold at Nordstrom for $69. Nobody purchased it. I felt bad because somebody had messaged, actually a lot of people had messaged after autumn, but somebody was like, I'll give you, I think, double, or I'll pay right away. I've been looking for this forever. So sorry. Hopefully you find another one. I was surprised to see the sweaters were the things that were most popular, because here, I mean, we're truly in very warm months now, which is, they're my favorite times. Oh, so fun. Beautiful, beautiful. Good pile. Okay. So Autumn lives, let's see where she lives, in Ohio. Let's see how much this weighs and what our options are before we put these in plastic. So this is going to weigh between 3 and 4 pounds. Right now it weighs 2 pounds, 15.9 ounces. But as soon as I add anything, I mean, obviously I need some kind of bag to wrap this in to send it through the post office. So it's going to weigh between 3 and 4 pounds once we have all of the packaging. So it's gonna have to package at the 4-pound rate. I am sure PayPal is just gonna be like $22 or some crazy amount of money. $10, okay, it's $10.03. Not as dramatic as I said. Let's see what Pirate Ship wants. I love that Bear gets such a kick out of our neighbor. Okay, so it's going in a poly mailer. The length is 12 and the width is 12, not 122. It's going between 3 and 4 pound rate, so I round up to 4. Again, it wouldn't matter if I put 3 pounds 1 ounce or 4 pounds. And Pirate Ship is $8.12. So let's put these in poly mailers. Okay, so Pirate Ship is $8.12. PayPal was $10, so we are going to go with Pirate Ship and put these in a poly mailer. But first, some tissue paper. Smart. Let's keep going with the teal. Crazy. We can do it. Got it. I think this one's still my favorite. I have owned a consignment shop before. I don't know if we mentioned that. It was a very fun experience. It's definitely over 10 years ago. So in our town, you could just open a shop without any kind of legal ramifications. You didn't need any zoning or anything. So I rented a shop. I think it was, well, it was like half a big building and the other side was a beauty salon. It was about 5 minutes away from our shop, from our house. And I opened it in April, and basically I had all of my eBay items there. We painted, we did some fun things. I had a giant grand opening where basically everybody in town came because they're related to Bear. And then I quickly realized as I was going through the months, I would ride my bike up occasionally because it was only like 3 miles away. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, like 7 different rooms and a bathroom, which was big enough for a try-on room. I realized quickly that anytime somebody would come in, it would be more kind of to look and socialize rather than to purchase something. And I thought I might as well just do what I do here, but at a shop. But then that time takes away from any kind of, you break your rhythm basically. So it was $300 month to month. I'm telling you, this place was fantastic for the money, and I loved it, and Bear threw his heart and soul into it, as did I. And then I closed it in August because it was just month to month. $300 covered electric, covered everything. And I just realized quickly that it was not worth the time for people to come in. But it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot from it. Okay, moving on. And they're slightly too big, so I'm folding them over, which is fine. I think I paid 8 cents for these though. I don't use them that often, but when I'm selling multiple things to multiple people, it'd be good to have other sizes. Okay, and these are 19 by 24, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and purchase the postage through Pirate Ship. If anybody is affiliated with Pirate Ship out there, bless you for making such an awesome website that is free and easy to use. I greatly appreciate it. And let's go ahead and attach the tracking number to PayPal. Why can't I do that, PayPal? It logged me out. Okay. Make sure I have the right person. Yes, I do. Add tracking. USPS. Thank you, Autumn. You're not seeing it, but it's pressing up against my curtains. My sister told me the other day that my niece wants a mermaid birthday. So I promised I would send her some sand, just like a small baggie, since I send a care package, and I have a care package to send for her probably Monday. And that way, if she wanted to include it in favor bags and put like a special label and say it was sand from our beach and it was like mermaid sand. Catherine purchased the Caslon Coral Henley top, which was right on top, very convenient. Boxing all of this up makes me want to buy another box. But I know with my mom coming, we are going to be flipping our house, which I'll record, of course, since we're YouTubers now, and I'll show you what our house looks like on a day-to-day basis, which honestly, I know it doesn't look messy to you, but it looks messy to me. And then how we flip the house for somebody to come stay with us. Okay, so Catherine, have I been saying the prices? I'm sorry if I haven't. Catherine paid $10 for this top and $5 to ship. So she's coming Wednesday. Bear will go pick her up from the Sarasota airport, which is very close to us. I think it's like 20 minutes. I don't think any of us have used the Sarasota airport before, but her flights were super cheap, which is why I convinced her to just spend a couple days with us. She's coming back in July for a few weeks and staying at our friend's condo. And our friend is coming into town April as well. She lives in the Netherlands full time, and then she has a condo on the island as her second house. Okay. That's not going to be very matchy. Maybe I'll include an ivory one too, because the coral and the hot pink, you don't have to wear them together. So I don't want another 1,000 items, not 1,000 items, 100 items if I can help it, just floating around the house. Plus I have stuff from a thrift shop that needs to go. Okay, 9.3 ounces. So Catherine is in California, a lot of people in California. And 10 ounces, we round up. Jason and Bear are trimming the hedges and jumping in sand. I'll let you figure out who is doing who is doing what. Who? First class mail. 10 ounces to California. Should be like $5-ish. $4.33. And cross out Catherine. What a pretty name Lucinda is, right? Lucinda. I had a friend in college named Lucinda. She was, I had an apartment. I stayed in an apartment in college that was on campus. It's a very tiny college. When I went, I forget what you call it, but the people going to college that actually lived there were about 300 people, and then off campus, I guess on campus students were 300, and then off campus, like part-time students, there were, I'm gonna say like 800, but those people only took like 1 or 2 classes. I forget what they're called, because that's how old I am. So there were apartments, and there were 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom per apartment. So there were 2 girls in each. So 6 girls, 1 bathroom, which sounds okay kind of now, but it was not the best situation. But Lucinda was one of, not my roommates in my actual room, but she was my apartment mate. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks, Catherine. She had really pretty long hair that would hold a curl really well. That's what I remember. She was very sweet. She is very sweet. Okay, let's look for Lucinda or Rosanna now. I think this is easier than just looking at the insane amount of payments on PayPal. I think. Because remember, I had like 30 something payments. And they all would have, here's Lucinda. Good. Yes. Okay, so let me pull what Lucinda purchased. Okay, the first item is H by Bordeaux. And it is a solid black top. I told myself I would try this on, and then I looked in my closet and I have a gajillion black tops. She also purchased the pale pink, kind of a peachy pink maybe, Bobo tank. That was not a very good fold. try that again. It is really soft. And she purchased, I tried these on too. We must be a very similar size, Lucinda. The Kick Out Caslon Vista. I love these. These are so soft, but they have like a bell toward the bottom, and they just hit me. I'm 5'8", so they just hit me at an odd, like right in the middle of my calf would just be a bell. And I'm sure that's a thing. Will this fit in a padded flat? But yeah, it's just a weird look on me, in my opinion. Tuck in all those tags. And she paid $48. These really might fit in a flat rate padded. I'm using 15 by 12 plastic bags. And so if something fits this way, I basically know it's going to fit. I don't want to do it to the jeans. It's going to fit in a padded flat rate, but we'll see. I'm gonna put it this way. Where is she? She's in Colorado, which my sister lived in last year, but she is back in Pennsylvania. We'll see, that might fit. Keep going with the deal. I don't even see the cardboard yet. Oh, it's almost exactly matches my marker. I've been keeping a short list of baby names. Bear and I are not having children. Neither are we planning on ever fostering children. We've discussed that, or just, anyway, so I'll probably read some names out here. We will do a pale aqua with some seashells. Do you want to hear some baby names while okay. I've been trying to do them A through Z, but I've only hit F. It's just my notebook I use for basically everything except this. I'm using my bigger notebook. So A is, let's get us organized here while we do this. The A name I picked, they're all girl names, is something that my mom thought about calling my sister, and I'm pretty sure me, and I couldn't tell you why she didn't use it, but it's Alethea, which is a Greek name. If you didn't know, I'm part Greek. My grandmother came over from Greece, and she is from, her father is from Eos, which is an island in Greece. This fit. That is amazing. So now I don't have to weigh this. Just have to put in a padded flat rate, and it should be $7.55. Let's stick in the labels. Use the other side. And I've always loved Alethea. I really enjoy names with an L in them. I'm sure that's because I have an L in my name, and I added the extra L when I was 11. Thank you, Mom, for allowing me to do that. I will, well, I might as well do that now. I was gonna say this is fitting perfectly, but I always like to put something across the top if it's close. But it's a good fit. Just use the second label from there. Thank you, Lucinda. So Alethea means truth, and I love that name. Let's look for, oh, let's cross out Lucinda. Let's look for Roseanne or Nancy or Jennifer. You can come in. What do you need?
Myself. Myself.
Do you want any sunscreen on? It'd be really quick. Okay. I'll show you. Maybe an hour? Okay, we are looking for Roseanne, Nancy, Jennifer. Nancy, Jennifer. Roseanne, here she is. Oh, that'll complete this page. Okay, Roseanne purchased 2 items. So Roseanne is in New Jersey. She purchased the Madewell navy pants. I did have several inquiries about these. But again, Roseanne was first. And the Lewitt trench, which is beautiful. Let me button it up. I have a Lewitt coat from my first Indo trading purchase, which I think was in February. I still have it on eBay as I have it priced, I think, for $65 or $75. It retailed for $500, and it might be one of my very favorite items ever. It's so nice. The quality on this stuff is amazing. Okay, so the retail value is $4.99. Nordstrom wanted $1.99 and they clearanced it for $1.19. I sold it for $30 and the Madewell pants were $12. So $42 plus shipping. I am folding the buttons in. They're not enamel buttons, so I'm going to go ahead and not protect them, but I will fold it in. It's a very wrinkly coat. So we're going to do our best on folding. Lewitt must have insanely nice pieces because I've only ever received 2 pieces. I've never found any out in the wild that I remember. I think it'd be fun. I had a photo bucket account when I first started eBay, or maybe a few years into eBay, so it would have been, I'm gonna guess mid-2000s, and I still have all of my photos uploaded. This is when eBay allowed HTML. So I would build like the border and a custom template and insert my photos HTML. You still might be able to do that, I don't know. And then I made a few other templates and logos for people. But I thought it would be fun. I have to pay PhotoBucket to get back in my account, but it still exists. And there's hundreds of pages to react to that. I don't know how fun that would be. It would kind of be boring. It'd be fun for me though, because I'm not sure I'm gonna remember any of the things, and all of the labels are on there. Just to see what I picked up, you know, like 10 plus years ago. Okay, Roseanne. Will this fit? This might fit in a padded mailer too. Yeah. Bear and Jason have finished the table. Just needs stains now. And they finished cutting the hedges and breaking up all of the recycle boxes. And they are now not in my view. Okay. This really might fit in a padded flat rate. Still using it. And let's do pink. Okay, now the big test. It doesn't fit in a flat rate. It might. It really might. I don't want to shove it in there. Let's see what it is without a padded flat rate. What are our options? Our options are limited on PayPal, so let's weigh it. £2, 0.2 ounces, so we're looking at 3 pounds. Calculate shipping. She paid, I think, $8 for shipping, $8 for shipping. Okay, so PayPal is saying $9.26. So let's jump over to Pirate Ship and put in her address. And her name. As soon as I copy and paste the street, Pirate Ship will tell me, like, is it in New Jersey? Is it in California? It'll bring up all of those, which is so nice. Can I talk about how much I love Pirate Ship? Let's see what Pirate Ship says. It will fit in a regional A box. Okay, so Pirate Ship says $8.12. Let's do that. Rather than $7.55, 55 cents. So much better. Okay, so we are printing through Pirate Ship by label. Print. Let's copy it and upload it to PayPal. Tracking. Come on, printer, you can do it. Okay, submit. Maybe I didn't hit print. Print? Nope, still didn't do it. Print. There we go. Second page is done. Thank you, Rosanna. Okay. Put that there. So let's read the second name on my baby name list for no apparent reason. Bryn. Bryn has the double N. I love double consonants. And I think Bryn is such a pretty name. I had friends that were pilots and missionaries. I can't remember what country they went to, but their firstborn was named Bryn, and I've always loved that. Bryn also reminds me of Anne of Green Gables for some reason. What was the name of Anne of Green Gables' love interest? What was his name? Diana. Gilbert. Oh, Bryn doesn't remind me of Gilbert at all. I don't know why I said that. So Bryn means hill, which I think is also lovely. Okay, so we are looking for Nancy, Jennifer, or Clesta. I think we found Clesta. Yes, I did. So she purchased the Accessory Street vest and the BCBG kimono. I think this is the BCBG. It is. It's a very like floaty piece. And the Accessory Street vest, which I think is gray. It is. Two very floaty vests. These were the pieces I kept saying were made for Coachella. So pretty. Love the way the fabric kind of just drapes and would float behind you. So she paid $27, and these will ship first class mail. Nordstrom was asking $22.80. It's a handwritten $22.80 for this one, and that one was $38. Refold those. I had a kimono once, and I found it at a local Goodwill, and I wore it, and somebody complimented me on it, and it wasn't like my favorite piece. It was the first time I had worn it, and she was really complimenting me. It was just a stranger, and I was like, "It's yours." And she's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, just." I mean, I got it at Goodwill and I washed it. It wasn't like any big deal. But yeah. So I'm really glad. I was complimented on something once when we were in Old Alexandria, which is kind of in the Washington, D.C. area, and I loved to go for the chocolate orange ice cream. Bear and I would go there. I mean, it wasn't close, we would stay overnight, but the chocolate orange ice cream was so good. And I had on, I wonder if I'd be able to find a photo of this one, a purple Dress Barn sweater. Again, I found it used. And it was cold one time when we went, and we were walking the streets, and she complimented me on it. But like the way, it wasn't like, "Hey, I like your sweater." Oh, we were out. And I've always regretted not giving it to her. Even Bear said afterward when we got back to the hotel, like, "I thought you were gonna give that to her." Just like, he knows me. So I was like, oh, I didn't even think that. So when this woman complimented me on the kimono, I was like, oh, it's totally yours. It was one of those one size kind of draping things. And I did donate the Dress Barn thing after that, because every time I wore it, I thought that was so silly. It wasn't even something I was attached to. Okay, let's do, I am running out of hair ties. Imagine that. Just make more. Okay, Clesta, let's see what this weighs. She is in Oklahoma. 6 ounces on the nose. So when it's 6 ounces on the nose, like 6.0 or 8.0, I do put 6 ounces. I know the weight of the label is going to be a little bit, but my mail carrier said it's absolutely fine if it weighs like 6.01 or whatever to ship at 6. I always round up. I just round up. I never want somebody, I've received many items in the mail where I've had to actually give the mailman like 38 cents, and I'm like, I never tell sellers that, but I'm just not most thrilled. So I know what it feels like to have to give a mail carrier change, and I don't want to do that to somebody if I can help it. But they did say if I weigh it without the label, I specifically asked, now in Florida and Pennsylvania, it's fine. In fact, let's weigh this with the package. Hey, I am going to lay down a little bit. 6.1, so they said it's fine. Thank you so much, Clesta. And with that, I am going to take a break, give my hips a little lay down.
You gonna try to sleep?
No.
Okay.
Well, it is much later on Saturday. I slept for a good 2 or 3 hours, much needed. I have some more meds in me, so let's keep going. I had somebody message me, maybe possibly 2 people, asking if items were available. So let's start there. Also, I received a scam, I believe. Dear beautiful Mellissa, YouTube channel. We love to collaborate by sending you a package of enclosed 3 months worth of product, complimentary on our behalf. Once received, you can share about our brand and the product on YouTube and Instagram. We feel like this could possibly be a good fit for us. To introduce you to the company, Travel Luxury Scent Box is $15 a month. And I am going to stop reading there because I do not use perfume nor cologne. So I will thank them so much. Unfortunately, I do not use any kind of scented items, including but not limited to, very professional, perfume nor cologne. Because of that, I feel like we are not a good fit. Sincerely, Mellissa. And delete. Okay, so somebody's curious if I have the Zella top, the AG, and the J brand jeans. I don't think I have any of the ones besides Zella top, but I'm gonna leave that for a little bit and I will check and get back to her. Let's open up our past screen where I'm sure PayPal will need me to sign back in. They do. I dreamt Bear and I, my husband and I, were buying a rug. It was a really pretty rug. Okay, so Brandy paid. She just paid. I know exactly who she is and what she purchased. She purchased the second pair of embroidered rose jeans. And she paid $18 plus shipping. $7.55 for shipping. And surprisingly, we will need new ribbon. Oh, I like the pink. So my thought is that after everything sells and I package everything, I'll probably just focus on getting ready for my mom coming, as it's already Saturday night. It's 7:02 p.m. in the evening, and Bear has off for one more day and then goes back to sing. So with my mom coming Wednesday, we will just be getting the house ready. So that's my thought. I'm not really planning on going thrifting. I haven't been thrifting in so long. I'll just be editing this video. I've already been through 2 batteries and it looks like a third is going to die. Brandy has been a long time supporter of my channel. Thank you so much. And This has to be sent in a flat rate padded mailer, not a poly mailer. Okay, so at this point, I can't save this poly mailer. This is going to seem excessive, but my fault. If I would have thought through that a little bit more, I could have saved the poly mailer, but printer is still on, so let's go ahead and ship. We are choosing priority mail padded flat rate envelope through PayPal, $5.50. I keep saying $5. It's not $5. $7.55. Confirm and pay. And print. And we are back with a new battery. Gotta make sure that goes on perfect. Thank you, Brandy. Okay, let's get back into this. I'm excited. We are looking for Nancy, Jennifer, Jessica, or Sandra. Let's open this up. Bear is outside staining the table that he made, and Jason helped. Okay. Everybody paid on the 28th and 29th, so I have to go back to the very beginning. Here we go. I don't think anybody paid any earlier than that because the video was published that day. So we're looking for Nancy, Jennifer, Jessica. Nancy, I found you. Nancy purchased the, oh, don't want to pull too hard. Here we go. The Good Luck Gem black and white striped shirt with the pocket. And she paid $8 plus $4 shipping. And Nancy is, let's see where Nancy is. She is in Utah. I think Utah is such a beautiful state. Bear and I made a special trip out to Arizona for the Grand Canyon, but it happened to be closed the month we went because of all the snow. So we wound up getting to see more of Utah than we thought possible. And then we went back specifically for that area. It is stunning. Good job, Utah. We considered moving to Arizona very briefly because the weather is so nice, but ultimately wound up where there's a beach. Okay, start on the pink ribbon. So this should ship first class mail because it is so light. And I will give you the baby names starting with C. Now I couldn't make up my mind which I loved more, and they were so similar. So I have two baby name baby girl names that start with C. The first is Clara, C-L-A-R-A. And that reminds me of the Secret Garden. Love the name Clara. And the second is Clarice. So C-L-A-R-I-S. Clarice or Clarice would be a fun, unusual name, but again, not something too unusual. And I think it does have a more masculine, feminine feel to it. Like Clarence, but Clarice, and it's a very clear feeling name. And Clara or Clarice means bright. 9.0, so let's get first class mail, 9 ounces. And I charged Nancy $4 for shipping, $8 for the top, and it is $4.33. I'm not worried about that little extra. Okay, and print. Let's move on to the D name. I have another 2. Thank you, Nancy. So for the D baby name, while I'm looking for our next transaction, I have Dahlia, which I really loved, or Daffodil. Now Daffodil presents a little bit of a problem. Who are we looking for, Jessica or Jennifer? Because I think the nickname of Daffy is very fun, and I think a lot of people could pull it off. But you just never know. So Daffodil is very cute. You might shorten it to Dill or Dylan, which is my brother's name. And Dayla or Dahlia, I really enjoy, again, the L sound and ending in an A, since my first name starts in an A. So Daffodil is obviously a flower. Dayla or Dahlia is valley. Okay, we are looking for Jennifer specifically, or Jessica. Let's see who would be next. Sandra? Kylie? Kylie, here we go. Move on to the next page and go for Kylie. Kylie asked for the free item. I made Bear try this on. He was not having it, of course. It reminds me of like a 70s basketball player, I think. I think somebody could pull it off. It retailed for $30. She also got the halogen black top, the Good Luck gem burgundy and white striped shirt, and this. So here's the burgundy. Things are getting a little easier to find. I also have this in a white and black stripe. Nobody had claimed that. And a teal and white stripe. These are so hard to fold. They're just so... I was gonna say unsubstantial, but they're definitely, they have substance. It's just one of those pieces that is so easy to slip on and go. Love those. Also, my shirt at this point is on day 2, and I slept with it for 2 days. Still says you are enough, though. And I'm wearing Bear's sweatpants, which, if I'm honest, they're just now my sweatpants. Okay, so those, oh, I need one more item, the halogen top. This is not it. Is this it? This is also not it. Here we are. This was the halogen black top with the keyhole back. Another piece I thought I needed in my life, but turns out I have a ton of. And I can't imagine these 3 items shipping with anything except priority mail. So let's try. Yeah, we're at 1.2. So they will all fit in one plastic bag for Kylie. So glad somebody claimed the free item. Last time nobody did, so I included it in the lot of items. Okay. Break out the pink ribbon again. And the world's worst scissors. So glad to be getting so much done, even though the post office won't pick up tomorrow for me. It'll be nice to have these packages ready to go for Monday morning. And again, no need to weigh this as it's flat rate ship. And she paid $20. That includes shipping though. Yes, $13 plus $7 shipping. Don't want to lead anybody astray. Oh, and it is padded flat rate envelope. And calculate, it should be $7.55. And confirm and pay. I'm gonna grab my water while this is printing. Thank you, Kylie. And scribble that out, I already did. Okay, let's close all of those tabs. Go back to the summary. Let's expand this. So the E name, again, I came up with 2. Esther, which is one of my favorite names. I love names that I'm sure everybody at this point loves, old-fashioned names that could still be kind of on trend. And Esther for me is that. I actually didn't know any Esthers until we started working at the retirement community. And then I knew quite a bit of Ruth and Esthers. A whole bunch of Mildreds too, which I think would be cool coming back around, a little Millie. And then the other name is Elodie. E-L-O-D-I-E. And I didn't look those names up for the meaning, but I thought those were both quite pretty. Okay, we're looking for Jennifer, Jessica, Sandra, Rebecca. Rebecca's a pretty name. Just scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Seeing a whole bunch of names, but none of those. Oh, Jessica. Good, perfect. Jessica purchased the black solid leaf top, which was also right on top. This feels like a very nice t-shirt. And then when you get to the bottom, it's see-through with a little piece of white lint on it. There we go. Okay, so she paid, let's see, She did pay, didn't she? Oh, maybe she didn't pay yet. Maybe that's why it's not giving me the option. I don't think she paid yet, which is no big deal. I'm gonna mark that down so we don't do that next time. Some people had certain circumstances where they got paid a different day, so that's fine. So let's look for Jennifer, Sandra, Rebecca. We are now over 90 transactions in. Oh, here's Sandra. Good. She purchased the Hudson jeans, and these are size, what size are we here? 28. I think she thought they were a size 29. But only one pair. Well, let me go check to make sure. I just startled myself. Bear had shut the sliding glass door out to the lanai, I call it, just an extra room in our house. And we never have it closed, so I walked straight into it. Took a few seconds there to realize what happened. I'm okay. There's a giant face print and I hit my knee, but we're okay. Okay, so these are the only Hudson jeans I have. And I'm not sure why I thought they were a size, well, they say size 29 here. See that? It's a size 29. So that's obviously why I thought they were a 29, but they say on the inside 28. So I have her email. I'm going to message her, and then of course I can just refund her. I'm gonna send her measurements, but these are definitely a 28. I wonder if that's why they didn't sell in store. Okay, so we're gonna set those aside because somebody else had wanted these because they thought they were 29, but now we know they're 28. Moving on. Okay, so I'm going to make a note that I sent an email and they are now pending her approval. Okay, so we are looking for Jennifer. Such a boob. Can I look? Search transactions. Maybe I can. Jennifer. Oh, I billed her? Is it? I don't think she paid yet, which is no big deal. Oh, it's okay to ship. She did pay. Okay. So silly, I'm looking through an entire list. So these are the men's John Varvatos pants, which sold for $20 plus shipping. And Jennifer purchased these. She actually wanted a bunch of things, but everything at that point had been sold except for those pants. Few people we went back and forth and they were like, do you have any of the kimonos? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, every single one is gone. And then they were like, do you have this? And I was like, I'm sorry, that's gone too. I was thinking maybe to keep track of it underneath the YouTube video, that way people would know. But honestly, it was like 60 pieces. Okay, so these might ship first class mail. Whoa. Close, close. Let's see. We're good. They're 15 with this, which means with the tissue paper we'll be fine. Do a little roly-poly. I will need my trusty raffia. Come on, raffia. There you are. Because I have a new piece of tissue paper. This is more manly. I hope you know I'm kidding. But it's not a floral print, so we'll go with that. Air is really doing something in the back. Okay, and do we have a fish roller? I don't think I do. I do. I don't have too many Menly. So let's just put a black. These hair ties are also great if you don't wear hair ties for corralling wires. I've used them for that before. Okay, so let's double check, but I think we're under the pound mark. 15.5, so I'm going to put 15.5 and ship. She paid $20 plus $5 for shipping. Don't mind me occasionally pressing on my nose. $15.5. Let's see, 16. Can I do 16? PayPal will let me put in 16, so that's good. So that's what I did. It is $5.12, and it's headed to Texas. So now that I know I can search for a name when I'm almost done. Okay, so the first two papers are done, and I think the third is done as well. We have one invoice that is still pending. I'll send a reminder. And Sandra with the Hudson jeans, of course, I just messaged her, and we'll see what happens with that. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Okay, so how do I get to the point? I think I have to hit view all, and then I can search. But let's check what invoices are unpaid. We still have 2 unpaid invoices. The first is Jessica, but like I said, people have sent me asking me you know, to wait until they get paid or something, so it's no big deal. I'm not calling anybody out. And the second invoice that has not been paid is, oh, I think she paid though. Oh, wasn't that funny? Okay. There are 2 leaf pieces, and both of them are unpaid, but to do different separate people. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling very productive today. Okay. We are looking for Kelly. Here she is, payment from Kelly. She purchased 1 item from the box and 6 FabFitFun items. So this item was a freebie. Kelly had asked me toward the beginning of everything if I had anything, and I told her I wasn't at the computer because we were at the doctor's, and I would try to get back to her. I had over 40 emails at that point. It turned out to be closer, well, now it turned out to be closer to probably 60 or 70. But
I told her, you know, I would try to keep her place in line type of thing, and then I got back and more had sold. So as an apology, she didn't hold it against me. As an apology, I'm throwing in one of the kimonos that wasn't spoken for at that time. And then we will package all of the FabFit items separately. So she wanted the hinge and the Evans kimonos. I'm gonna make sure all of the air is out of that. She also purchased the Ouai. Somebody told me that O-U-A-I is French and is pronounced Ouai leave-in conditioner, and the Tula face cleanser. FabFitFun did not appreciate that I was selling some of the items that I did not use, so I try not to do that blatantly at this point. So, but I have 9 of these, so yeah. Oh, I can use these. See, these come in handy. Can I do that? I'm going to get more bubble wrap and not walk into the door. Oh, oh. This has tear off sheets. Nice. I'm so glad I get to use the little hair ties for something. Okay, so I'm guessing this should all fit in a padded flat rate mailer. Let's put it in plastic. You never know. Print. She paid $35.50. She lives in Alabama. And I'm running over bubble wrap. This might be my last one for the night. We'll see. I don't know that this is going to fit in a flat rate. We'll see. Thankfully, Bear went grocery shopping last night, so I had some bananas to wake up to. Okay. And for the last letter of the baby names is F. And I really liked Florencia. It's a very floral sounding name without being, not that I know of, an actual flower. So Florencia. It's reminiscent of Florence. So if you've ever visited Florence or lived close to Florence, or just like the baby girl named Florence, but want to do it a little bit different, Florencia, I thought was quite pretty. Okay. Let's see. I need we are going to put in a fun card. She'll get a cheetah print card and my business card. Now, this part would fit. I don't think these together will fit, so let's see. So 4 pounds, it's 3.5 pounds, priority mail. £4, we round up, 12 by 12 by 3. And I'd like to put a little bit more bubble wrap around that. Okay, so PayPal says $8.81. So let's check pirate ship. Her name, and pirate ship found the city and state, which is wonderful. We would put this in a padded mailer or a poly mailer. 4 pounds. Let's see what they say. I was curious the difference. $7.91, so it is 90 cents cheaper. Going to make some slits. I am just going to make some slits. This does not have to be perfect. Just give it a little bit more protection. Great. Take that out. Good. Very happy with that. We'll put some tape around it. And this is going to go in the bigger mailer. Fold that over. And print. $7.91. So those were all the baby names I had written in my book from the last few days. But if you have a particular baby name, I want to hear it. Bear and I we were never going to have children, but we discussed baby names just for fun and because of who we are. And we would have named a baby Lillian. He had an Aunt Lillian, and I love the name Lily. That was our plan 17 years ago, and of course we weren't actually having children. Some people have asked about that. You are welcome to ask me why. I'm not offended by that. But I would caution on messaging just somebody you don't know who hasn't freely given that advice. There are a lot of different reasons. People don't have children, even though they've been happily married for almost 17 years. But Bear never wanted children, and I was okay with that when I married him. It was something we talked about for a very long time. Oh, I have to put the tracking number in there. I closed my paper, so I'm just going to do that by hand. And I think that's the last task for tonight, because it is almost 8 o'clock at night. And I should probably get some ice on my nose. Thank you, Kelly. Clean up the area a little bit. It's not too bad as I pick up the paper. See it. These are the labels I get to reuse. Some poly mailers. I probably will leave this sit up for a little bit longer, but I am going to say goodnight for tonight. Bye. Happy Sunday morning. I have a few more of my Indo trading box items to package today. So I thought I would bring you along for the very last day of packaging before the mail carrier comes and picks up everything that he didn't pick up yesterday. So we have heard back from the person who purchased the Hudson jeans. Even though the tags all say 29, the inside label says 28, she still wants them. So we are going to package those first. I'm so glad I heard back from her. I wouldn't have been offended either way, but I hate, you know, just not hearing back. But she was great about messaging. Have some cheetah print cards. And I never fill out thank you cards, almost never. That way the person who receives the item can use them. Business card. And I think these are shipping. She paid $25 plus $7.50 shipping, so these are going to ship priority mail. Oh, I have to turn on my printer. So my husband used the printer last night. He turned it off. We try to keep it off when we're not using it. So I had to start it back up, and I have to make sure there are labels inside. Thank you, Sandra. The next item was sold to Jessica, who purchased the leaf top. I think you saw this yesterday. And she paid $15 plus shipping. So today Bear has off for the last time before my mom comes, and we are, I know I've said this, but we're definitely doing it today. He's going upstairs to the attic and pulling down the guest bins. We'll put a card on top. Plastic bag. It is sunny today. Love that. That fish almost lined up perfectly. Let's weigh this as it's lightweight and we'll ship first class. Exactly 8 ounces. And the cost for me in Florida to Jessica in Washington is $3.63 for shipping. Let's go ahead and confirm and pay. We have one more item from the Indo trading box and then one item that wasn't in the Indo trading box. I have my FabFitFun giveaway that ended and the winner messaged me her address, so I'm going to go ahead and ship that tomorrow morning, as well as my niece's birthday gift and her April care package. Thank you, Jessica. And the last item to be purchased from the Indo trading box was the leaf floral duster, and this is headed to Rebecca. still going strong on the first roll of that. I have a second roll ready to go, but 1,000 yards is a lot of yards. So I'm gonna put a card and a business card, and this is going to ship, padded flat rate, and this is our very last package. So the shipping cost is $7.55. We'll go ahead and purchase our postage and slip it in. And print. Thank you, Rebecca. And that's all. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
We hope your day is blooming with joy.